But this is important to watch. The elections tonight, the results will be important to watch. The Supreme Court of the United States tomorrow, let's see if I can pull up, something about, it's not about sports, it's about tariffs. But SCOTUS is going to be making some type of decision, I think tomorrow, about whether those tariffs that President Trump has been, essentially unilaterally applying to every country in the world, whether those are legal or not. So we'll see what the outcome of these political events are. But just looking at the technical analysis here for BTC, Bitcoin is still trading above support. So if this trend line support breaks, then the next level of support doesn't come in until 75, 76K. And with Bitcoin's vol expanding, if there's going to be some type of a sharp move lower, it could happen quickly, although it feels unlikely to me right now. And here's why. Because the S&P and the NASDAQ, even though they're starting to correct, I'm still looking here at a weekly. Even though the S&P and the NASDAQ are starting to correct just a little bit, let's zoom in to a daily here. Even though we're getting a little bit of a rolling over, these gaps have filled now, and the S&P is getting close to 50-day, and if we just throw down a 20, is trading at 20-day SMA support. So the 50-day and this trend line down below, I expect that to hold because nothing has really changed. So, this correction with the VIX, a measure of volatility, the VIX still not really trading above 20. So if we get one more move to the downside where the S&P tests the lower bound of this range and the VIX pops above 20, I think that could mark the bottom. It looks as though digital assets have front run this move. So it maybe there's a little bit of room for assets like Ethereum or Solana to bounce from here. But this could very well continue because we're just kind of hanging out in no man's land right here. So this is a daily. Let me remove these moving averages so that things are a little bit clearer here. Here's the 200-day moving average. Now, today, not only did this level of support on Ethereum at 3380, not only did this fail, but so did the 200-day moving average. So now that ETH has broken two important levels of support, breaking below the flash crash lows on the Binance on Binance exchange, breaking below 3380 here, this level of support from all the way back in the beginning of August. There really is no support for ETH until right here.